Welcome to another Cube video. My name is Edward, also known as Strategy, and this is another Mox Emerald. Well, that's a slam dunk pick. It would be nice to not always get Mox Emerald, but you know what? We don't complain about opening power here. Notably, there is a Demonic Tutor, a Fury, probably also a Balance that won't wheel. Maybe Guide of Souls doesn't wheel. It would be nice to get Mana Leak back, but that's probably not going to wheel either. Maybe we can get this Fable Passage back. Not a lot of people like this card from when I've talked to them about it, but I like it. Yeah, let's just take this Mox Emerald and move on. The best part about opening up a Mox is that it keeps you wide open for the next pick. Which, this pack's alright. There's a Dismember, which I really love. There's a Death Greeter's Champion and a Rabble Master. I don't think there's anything else I'd necessarily consider at this juncture. Excuse me. I do like a Dismember. Glimmerlands can be very powerful as well. Plus there's a Boros Land and a Ceres Paragon here. I don't like how mid this pack is. I definitely think Dismember is the best card. I want to take the Dismember. I might regret it, but we'll see. Ooh, an Atraxa. I love Atraxa. I also love Bloodstained Mire, but I love Atraxa even more. We don't have a way to, a thing to do with it, but we don't quite know the direction that we're going into, and I think I would rather build my deck going forward knowing we have an Atraxa versus not knowing. So let's do that. Okay, Force of Negation, Volcanic Island, Skyclave. One of these days I'll draft the aggro deck again, but maybe not right now. Yeah, I think Force of Negation is just the best card in this pack. So let's just take it and move on. Okay, so there's a couple fetch lands. We're not necessarily a black deck. Dismember is all the colors. Thor, come here. I have my doggy that just came downstairs. Yeah, come here. Yeah, his name is Thor. He's a corgi. He's my wife's. Say hi, Thor. Say hi, Thor. Yeah. All right, I do need to focus on this pick, though. So I think I'm just going to lead. I like the Tursa a lot, too, though. I want to lead on the Verdant Catacombs here and just stay a little bit more open. The Spell Pierce is, I can see taking because we already have the Force of Negation, but I think it's going to be easier to find blue cards in general than a green fetch land. Wow, we really are all over the place. Maybe it's Lotus Cobra. Fallen Shinobi's pretty interesting. I can get behind Fallen Shinobi. I didn't recognize the art. I had to read it. My friends know I don't read cards. But, and then just a bunch of fast lands here. Let's take the Fallen Shinobi. That has the highest upside, I think. Ooh, a Snuff Out? I like a Snuff Out. Snuff Out's kind of annoying because we already have Dismember. Maybe the Currency Converter might be better because we can turn the rogues into Fallen Shinobis. But I'm going to take the Snuff Out anyways. Concealed Courtyard is an untapped land here, and I'm not really interested in anything else. Okay, Fabled did come back. That's notable. Talismans here. We're definitely not a Candelabra deck. I'm going to take the Fabled. I just really value having good fixing. In this pack, I don't really like much else either, but I could see taking the Botanical just because it can help us cast an Atraxa if we choose to. I think I'm more likely to want to play red than green, even though we have the emerald, but I'm going to take the Terra Sunder anyways. I just don't want to necessarily be Reanimator if I don't have to be. Sure. I mean, Fallen Shinobi already kind of rewards us for having a few creatures. Oh, Tursa came around? Okay, that's something to consider. I don't want to play red, like I said before, but we'll see how our fixing goes. Yeah, I mean, I'll take the red-black land. Anyways, so yeah, this says whenever one or more... Oops, what was the card that got added? Was that it? Okay. Anyways, this says whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose a life. And then it has some other text here too, but we do want to have some red cards. I'm sorry, some creatures. Ooh, a Thoughtseize? That's a nice gift. There's also a sneak attack, which does kind of reward us if we want to go red. But I don't think I want to give up a Thoughtseize here. I really like it, and who knows, this may wheel. I doubt it, but it may. That does kind of change our direction if we do go with the sneak attack, but I like staying kind of on brand. Okay, there's a Sheoldred. Oh, a Booster Tutor. I probably have to take this Booster Tutor. This pack has a lot. I really like this pack. Hopefully something good wheels. I doubt Duress or Knight's Whisper or Sheoldred wheels, but maybe. I wouldn't even mind picking up this Bayou. Yeah, let's take the Booster Tutor. We don't have too many blue cards. Oh, there's a library. We don't have too many blue cards to go with this Force of Negation. Okay, library rewards our Snuff Out and Dismember picks so far. Even Thoughtseize. Because we want to have as many low drops as possible. So taking this library moving forward, we will need to focus on that if we want to be able to play it effectively. Badlands notably does turn this Verdant Catacombs into red if we want to play these red cards. But I'm going to take the library. That was a pick 3 library. That's not bad. I'd say that's decently on par for this. Oh, there's an Underground Sea. I mean, I would love to pick up one of these blue cards, but I also want to be able to cast the spells I currently have, and I do want to play the Fallen Shinobi. I think Underground Sea, like, if this, I kind of wish this wasn't a fetchable, because then I would just probably slam Mystic or Counterspell. But I can't cast those spells without fixing, so I do value the fixing higher. It would be nice to get like a Psychic Frog or some type of aggressive creature. Okay, Tishana's Tidebinder is not the worst. There's also a Titania. We did see the Sylvan Safekeeper. But I'm going to take the blue card here. I also wouldn't even mind a Mishra's Bauble, as it's another way to just put something into play for the library. But I'm going to take the Tishana's. I would like to get some blue cards going. This turns Verdant Catacomb into red if I care. There's an Urza's Bauble. I don't know if I care about a Dress Down. I have way too many high CMCs, like even like with the Snuff Out and the Dismembers. Like I just don't want to be doing that with Dark Confidant. So I think I'm going to take this Bauble. I'm just not a fan of Dress Down, and I'm not like an I win the game now deck, so Wishclaw Talisman's not interesting to me either. And we don't currently have like a fantastic red suite yet, so let's just take the Bauble, because we know we're going to play the Bauble. Okay, here's a couple things. This is definitely worth playing red for. We do have the Black Cleave Cliffs already, but there's also another Darkslick Shores. There's Frantic Search. If we were into white, I would also love a Colonnade, but currently we're not outside of like the Atraxa. I'm just going to take the Darkslick Shores. Oh, a Thundertrap Trainer. That's not bad. Oh, but an Inquisition of Kozilek? Yes. That was a nice 8th pick. I would have been happy with the Thundertrap Trainer, but yeah, Inquisition of Kozilek will take that. Thundertrap Trainer is nice with the Fallen Shinobi, but we really want 1-drops with our library. Thundertrap's another way to kind of fill up as well, post-library. Okay, I'm going to take the Sylvan Safekeeper purely for... I could see taking the Underground Mortuary too, but we're technically not even green yet. But this is a way to be green, and we do have a couple green lands. But if that Titania somehow wheels, I will jump and rejoice. Okay, so there's Crop Rotation... Oh, wait, Duress wheeled? Oh, but so did Night's Whisper. Night's Whisper is another way to get back up on the library plan. We have 2 discard spells already. That's tough. I'm going to take the Night's Whisper. I just really want this library to matter. We would love a Treasure Cruise on the wheel. We would absolutely love a Treasure Cruise on the wheel. A lot of library decks, like if we don't start with library, they want a 1-for-1 early, and then Treasure Cruise is a way to kind of break that standstill there later. Mystic Confluence on the wheel? Okay, I was worried about our blue count, but not anymore. Okay, Titania is in, so I guess we're firmly in that. So I'm just going to take the dress down. I doubt we play it, but here we go. Okay, I mean, these are all... Oh my gosh, a Time Walk. That's a nice reward for pack 3. Notably, there's a Thieving Skydiver. I would love a Tropical Island on the wheel. That's about it, honestly. Wooded Foothills, but that's definitely not going to wheel. But yeah, we're going to slam this Time Walk. That is such a gift. There's a Tameo. Tameo is fantastic. We're not really into Echo. There's a Lion's Eye Diamond right next to it. A Sentinel wouldn't be a bad wheel either. We're already going to be incentivized to play green, although we don't have to, of course. But yeah, we're going to take this Tameo and be very happy about it. I would like a little bit more fixing. There's my boy Phantasmal Image. That's nice to copy something and then come back. But you know what? I don't think a lot of people are high on Phantasmal Image, and there is a Baleful Strix. I do have a like barely any white fixing. It's not worth playing the swords for me. There's also the Bug Triome, but you know what? I really want to be able to do the thing, and I think doing the thing involves Baleful Strix. It looks like Atrax is probably not going to be played unless I play this Courtyard. We'll see how it works, but the Atrax is probably not going to work out. I know some people like Urtai. I'm not a fan. Like when it comes into play, you can either counter a spell or activate ability or triggered ability. Its controller draws a card, or you can destroy another creature or planeswalker. Its controller draws a card. That's just a lot for 4 mana, and I get that some people like it. I'm just not a fan. I am a fan of this bat though, and I'm gonna take the bat. We're just kind of all in on this Fallen Shinobi. Hopefully it works out. Ooh, a Riddler. Oh, also a Memory Lapse. We don't have too much card draw. I'm going to take the Riddler. I love Memory Lapse. It can serve as a Time Walk for sure, but I think I like the Riddler a little bit more. Wow, these are so late. And it's pack 3. Really, is no one playing these? I mean, this is fetchable white. I don't think I want that, though. We do have 2 fetches for the Deathrite Shaman. That's probably better. We don't really want to be discarding. I guess we can lose life off this too. Yeah, let's take the... Oh, wait, no, this is a red or green... Yeah, this is green-black land. Let's take that. I'm glad I saw that. Ooh, and this is a tropical island. I do like Grist, but I kind of want to make sure I can play the Titania if I want to. And I do kind of want to. We don't really do much else besides the Fallen Shinobi, so I think I'm going to value that over Grist. I do really like Grist, but we're going to have to make cuts anyways, so let's just take the land. Flying Deathless Lifelink. I don't know if we're going to play the white. I don't know if we're going to play this either, though. Your graveyard, put a flying counter. I'll just take the white land, honestly. Okay, we got another blue card. That's nice for our Force of Negation. I think I'm going to value that more than the other things. Channel's still here. That's funny. I did say I wouldn't mind playing the Sentinel, and I stand by that. I do like the Sentinel a lot. Okay, that's cool. The Phantasmal Image did wheel. I'm so happy with that. Probably not going to play any of these. I'll take the Star. I would love Culligan's Command, but I'm probably not gonna play the red for it. Okay, that's a free white land. Kind of makes me regret taking the other one. So we can play Atraxa just as like a big beater. We don't have any way to abuse it, but that's fine. Someone to our right probably, saw the Atraxa and they took a bunch of rewards hoping no one else would take it, maybe. It does mean we don't have to play this courtyard, though. And I'm only going to play one white land if we play any. I definitely don't want to play the plains. That's 100% out. And I do like having it because I think it's our only... Yeah, I think it's our only surveil land, so I actually don't even mind having it strictly for the Verdant Catacomb. Don't need the Black Cleave Cliffs. Okay, so we do need to make a couple more cuts. We need to add 2 more lands. We do have the Mox, which is nice. So let's see what our cuts are, and then we'll add lands. So Booster Tutor is going to be so good in this deck. We don't need the Haywire Might, although it's probably better than Terra Sunder, but I'm going to take out the Terra Sunder for now, too. Don't necessarily want the Chromatic Star. We don't want the Dress Down. We have a few creatures. We can probably get rid of that, and then this gives us space for 2 more lands. Let's see, do something like that. So let's see how much green do we have. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably good enough. Titania being double green is kind of annoying, but whatever. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources. Alright, this is probably fine. Let's do this. Let's see how that works out. Last draft we started 5-0. Let's hope for a similar start. I think that's the best start I've done. I think 4-0 was the previous best before that. My corgi ran off missing. Okay, Tamiyo into Time Walk. That's not bad. We even have Force of Negation if we need it. And we're on the play. Even better. Let's keep. Ooh, a Booster Tutor. I like that. They have removal for our Tamiyo. It is what it is. I think I just want to draw off the clue. Next turn, maybe Booster Tutor. And then Time Walk if we want. Okay, probably a Boros deck. I know a lot of people like the Boros decks. Oh. Let's see what we draw. I might force this. I think this might be worth a Time Walk. Oh, okay, awesome. That was so good. I just don't know what else our Force of Will is really going to be doing. Oh. Wow, these are good draws. Yeah, let's take the Rabble Master, I think. This way, if they want to play... This way, if they want to play the Lingering Souls here, their Beza doesn't get as much value. And I'm going to hold the Time Walk. I would really like to be able to, like, Fallen Shinobi them Time Walk. I think that would be kind of premium. Okay. I might be looking to hold these now. Oh, okay, that was a good draw. I was gonna say I might be looking to hold these moving forward and then set up a way to draw multiple cards. So now I'm going to Sentinel holding up Booster Tutor. Excuse me. Luckily their hand has been decently clunky. And I am very glad I Force of Negation that Smuggler's Copter. And hitting the Baleful Strikes was just so nice. Especially with them ending up having Lingering Souls. Excuse me. Booster Tutor being an instant is nice. I mean, let's Booster Tutor in response. Maybe we find a Daze. Ooh, a Caracas? That's nice. Sneak Attack, that's kind of funny if we had the tracks in our hand. We don't have red mana though, obviously, so let's see. There's not too much in here, honestly. Maybe we just take the Grist. And I can go land, Grist, Time Walk, and then kill their Sarah. They already played their land, I think. So they shouldn't be able to do anything with it. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Let's play a Fabled. I'm going to get another black source here. Swamp. Grist. Uptick. Time Walk. I really wish I could afford to attack, but I just can't. Next turn I could, because I can crack both clues in response. This trading for one of the 1/1s just doesn't seem worth it. Alright, let's Deep Cavern Bat first. No. It's tough. I can still kind of do everything. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill this now. Because this lets us attack freely with both. I'm going to draw one. Give me a little bit of information before I make my final decision. Okay. Let's Deep Cavern Bat, and then I can choose to either Phantasmal Image the bat or flip the Tameo. Let's just take the Beza. I guess I just take both. And they can kill the Grist, and that's fine. I can flip Tameo next turn. I do have to be careful and not target the bat with the map tokens. That's the Phantasmal Image. But hopefully they just attack... Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully they just attack Grist. I let Grist die, and then they replay Lingering Souls. And now if they get back the Beza, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that's fine. Atraxa. I am a white source away. I guess I should have actually gotten the Surveil land. I wanted to be able to do everything, but I think I like the way I did this. Let's see what this does first. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, we're going to keep that on top. That's a slam dunk. And I'm going to crack now, I think. Just to make the bat like a guaranteed 3-3. I guess it doesn't need to be. Let's start flipping the Tamio. I think we're into like closeout range here. Let's just get going. We are in a pretty dominant position here. It would be nice to get a white source. We only have the one. Because we're not going to play Plains for Fabled Passage. It's just not worth it. Notably, Atrax is also a blue card to like pitch to 4, so that's fine. It's not the end of the world if we don't get to cast her. Okay, that's kind of annoying. But you know what? That took up their whole turn. We have Mystic Confluence to counter like their Beza and bounce their other permanent. Notably, we could get back Booster Tutor. That might be worth it. No, wait, can we? Yes. Three, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, we can do it all. Treasure Cruise? Yes, please. All right. That Sunfall was pretty good, but I still like our position here. If they flip this and attack, it's going to be kind of annoying because I'll have to bounce it. Okay, yeah, that was fine. I just have to sacrifice the Sylvan. You know what? Let's get max information here. Let's booster. Wow, this is a horrible booster tutor pack. Is that really it? We don't even have, none of these tap for white either, so we can't just go into Atraxa. Oh, here we go. Here's a white land. I think that's just what we're gonna do. And then we can just sacrifice this to this, I think, and then play the Atraxa probably. Do we even care if this enters? We do have more life than them. We have more cards than them. Whatever. That's fine. This can resolve. I can just end of turn bounce it if they don't flip. If they do cast the Evangelist, then I will just... Oh, okay. Is this... Okay. Is this what we're doing? I just want to get my Atraxa down, so I might as well use this now. Make them waste their mana. We immediately draw the white source. Oh, Snuff Out? That's going to be gorgeous. This also makes this a 6-7 if it attacks, so it's actually not even that bad. Oh, we even have a Titania? That's great. Oh, yeah. That's fine. I have the Treasure Cruise. That's fine. Oh, I can't play the library anyways, because I played this, duh. Okay. Let's Inquisition them. We know we have the one spell we can hit. Okay. Those are some nice drops, I'm not going to lie, but hopefully it won't matter. Submit 7. And then we have the Snuff Out, and we have Shroud on our Atraxa, so yeah, I'm liking this. Hopefully they forget about our Tameo, and they just attack us for 6, so we get to eat for free. That would be cool. Showdown is annoying. They don't know about the Snuff Out. Oh, they have a booster tutor of their own. Neat. We have 7 cards left in deck. We drew so many cards. Yep. It's unfortunately they don't show us the whole pack. Is that a Tribal Flames? Yeah, it is. Okay, maybe their pack wasn't that great either. That only currently hits us for 3, right? I will gladly sacrifice a land to the Sylvan Safekeeper. Oh, it kills the Tameo. Yeah, that is how that works, huh? That's unfortunate. That means no time walk for us. But you know what? We can Fallen Shinobi the Atraxa. That's fine. Yeah. This might be kind of off the library at this point with 7 cards left in deck. Let's go to my turn. Okay. I think we're just going to jam Titania. Hit for 7 and just make it very hard for them to deal with us. Let's just play the island. And I don't really want to do anything else. I could play this. That leaves a Dismember still actually and Snuff Out. So yeah, let's just play it. Why not? Notably, like all of our stuff has Shroud. That's fine. Yep. Yeah, so playing the Fallen Shinobi was actually probably a mistake, but I don't think it's gonna matter. We're just gonna make a ton of 5/3s and kill them. I don't think they have an out. Oh, okay. Yeah. It doesn't have trample, right? So Luckily, this deck ended up kind of being kind of slow, which just played into our hand. They seem to be more of a mid-range Mardu deck than a Boros aggro deck. The Fallen Shinobi was a reason, yeah. Sure. All right, let's do the thing. There we go. Good game. All right. Oh, we got, I think our first win since making Diamond. That's nice. I think we went 5-0 last video, made Diamond, and then lost out. Next game. So far, I don't regret putting the Atraxa in the deck. Ooh, another turn 1 Tamiya. We're not on the play this time. But if we can get to 4 mana and Fallen Shinobi, that would be nice. Okay, that does kind of scare me. We can Thieving Skydiver a token, though. Or a Mox if they get one. Just going to take my card while I can. If they have a removal spell, they have a removal spell. Okay, Force of Negation's nice. Okay, let's see what they have, and then I will bat them more than likely. If they get lazy and make a dude before my... Okay, as I say, before I end my turn, then I may think of Skydiver, but... Notably, I'm not able to get my white land here, but we don't have an Atraxa yet. Famous last words. Yeah, let's get the Underground Sea. Play the bat. See what they have. If they want to interact, they can't make a construct. Breach? Okay, that's scary. Luckily, they are missing a thing for this. I have to take the Breach, I think, because if they... This can go get a Lotus or a Lotus Petal. And then I'm just kind of in some deep doo-doo. Chromehost Seed Shark, however, does have flying. But that's fine. I'm just gonna take the Underworld Breach. Hopefully they don't get a red source off of the Urza Saga. And cast... If they cast this at sorcery speed, I'm 100% force of negationing it. And you need to be careful for spell peers moving forward. Oh, okay, yeah, that is a red source, but they don't have the mana to... They don't have a third mana, I don't think, which is nice. No block. Okay, so do I just Fallen Shinobi here? If I do, they can just Wrath my board. That seems really bad. If I Thieving Skydiver, they still Wrath my board. There's just like a lot of lines that are really weird. If they wait till my turn, I can hard cast the Force of Negation. I'm going to Thieving Skydiver. I think that's the best line. I can take their Mox. But I think, honestly, taking their creature might be better. I can't play around the Spell Pierce even if I play the island, so I might as well play my tap land while I can. Okay, now they can wipe our board. And they even have the Spell Pierce. That mountain was a really good draw for them. That mountain was a really good draw for them. They're trying to figure out, you know, how much life and counting up everything and so on and so forth. That's why they're targeting everything so many times. Yep, and we can't play around the Spell Pierce, so we just need to take it. I'm glad we know about the Spell Pierce. Yep, we'll just take the 2. Let's play the Shattery Backstreet. This allows us to go Quantum... Okay, I do like that. This allows us to go Quantum Riddler into Force of Negation, pay for Spell Pierce. And if they don't, then we can just crack a clue. Like if they don't go for the Underworld Breach line. I like this. And currently they're not even likely to really block with the Sentinel. They have a spell. That would be very annoying. Yep, that's annoying. Yep. Alright. This is a 4/6. And they have a land, okay. Okay, that's not a terrible one. Let's play our land. Not a huge fan of the Quantum Riddler here, so let's just play Sentinel. Maybe they can't do too much. And then we have a Fallen Shinobi potentially for later. I do want to leave up for the Tishanas. And then we can always crack a clue again if we want to as well. This is a close game. Opponent is contemplating. Currently, their 3 knowns don't do anything, but clearly they have something. Wow, Urza. That's incredible. Alright, well, let's counter that and turn off that creature. Do they have something? What's their last card in hand? Oh, I see. Wow. That's incredible. And they can always just spell pierce it back. Yeah, we might lose this game. And they have the blue. Like, even if I responded before, they have the blue. Like, that is abysmal. Yeah, that Urza was an awesome top deck for them. We need Time Walk off the top. That is not a Time Walk. They are likely to block. I can Quantum Riddler. This only gives me one card. This gives me potentially 3. Or it will give me 3. And I can't force it back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I force back, I'm dead. So it has to be. But then they just have the force for the Time Walk. That's so abysmal. That Fire Covenant is just so strong. Absolutely strong. They should force this. They know my hand. It -1 card. Okay. Well, unfortunately for us, we're probably still dead. Yeah, because they can flip. Them flipping a creature kills us, unfortunately. We already weren't like sitting pretty because of the growing construct. That Urza Saga just really, really pressured us, unfortunately. Yep. You have a fetch land. Yep, that's game. Okay, let's counter this, I guess. But they just do it again. But they're probably smart enough to do it again. Okay, they did it again. They figured it out. I was like, might as well try, right? But I don't want people screaming at me in the comments that I didn't try. All right, yep, that was a good game. I don't know why it does the joy or nay. I feel like that's only gonna invoke salt within people, as far as like, oh, I lost the game, it's horrible, whatever, and they proceed to play the game that they, supposedly hate over and over again. Yeah, Urza was just a bit too much for us, both the land and the creature. And the Fire Covenant. I liked our chances before the Fire Covenant. Um. Okay, sure. This. We have a Surveil land we can get turn 1 and a Bauble to kind of recycle. This Attracts is kind of worrisome, though. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is cool. And we can even Night's Whisper. Kind of like all of this, honestly. I guess it's the Forest. Alright, so now we go to 6. We already have Library in play. We'll go to 7. We can draw off Library. Okay, I guess it is probably correct to play Bobble. Okay, so they're not activating Talisman. That's nice. Ooh, Skull Clamp. That's also nice. Okay, Bank Buster. It's kind of a slow start, which is nice for us. Oh, awesome. Oh, even more awesome. Tap to draw a card. We can do this into Tamio now. I like that. My apologies for the noise. Asika's Chariot next turn. That's going to be a problem, but we can snuff it out. So I guess I just lied to you. It's not going to probably be a problem. Okay, so we have 7, 6, 5, 4. This does kind of get us off the library train. No, we don't have to snuff out it next turn. Never mind. And then we can draw off the Tamio. So yeah, this is fine. I don't know why I was thinking that we had to snuff out previously. End the turn. Play your Asika's Chariot. Okay, yep. Everything's going to plan. I could even Fallen Shinobi. Is Fallen Shinobi better? Probably. Oh, well, I guess I'm not Fallen Shinobi. Should have played my land first. That's fine. I like the library too, and I can Fallen Shinobi next turn. This will flip my Tamio. Doesn't have to, but I probably will. Activate. Because I want to play my land, so yeah. Almost messed that up. Draw a card. Flip the Tamio. If I want to play Titania next turn, I have to play a green source here, but I don't really care if I do or not. So let's just do this, Shadowy Backstreet, and move on. Sometime today. Unfortunately, the currency converter does hold priority. It's funny that it does, but Lion's Eye Diamond doesn't. Alright. Verdant Catacomb, that's perfect for Titania to go get later. So at this point, I hope that they activate and animate the Asika's Chariot, and then go to move the Skull Clamp onto it, and I'm going to kill it. Because that would just use up more mana. Resolve. They probably will equip the Skull Clamp because, or I guess they can just attack with both things. Snuff out alternate cost on this. Please don't have a counter spell. Just because they're pausing doesn't mean they do, because again, the currency converter. They keep looking at their Skull Clamp. Okay. Yep, they're going to attack me for 1. That's fantastic. Now I can get back Snuff Out if I want it, or Knight's Whisper. And Talisman of Impulse, okay. Well, I'll get to play Sentinel here, which is nice. Oh, Blast. Okay. Well, that's frustrating, but oh well. Sentinel here is going to be really nice. Oh. As long as I have 2 forests, which I'm pretty sure I do, we should have the win next turn, potentially. Draw. Cool, we even have force negation. Let's just do this now, why not? Maybe we get another land. I do not care about Tishana's. Yep, they're gonna either make a treasure or a... Oh, okay, yeah. I'm glad Time Warp's not there. That was good for us. I'm not gonna let them draw cards. I'm just gonna block something else. Don't know what else I'm gonna be able to necessarily counter, and I don't want to give them outs. Like, I get to go get Verdant Catacomb, Titania. As long as I have a forest in my deck, I can Sylvan Safekeeper. Awesome. And barring shenanigans, this should be the game. I really love this combo. Not going to let them draw cards. Okay. And luckily they tapped their talismans, so like now I'm not... Okay, I was going to say, now I'm not afraid of like another Galvanic Blast, because I was going to let that 3 attack me. There's just no reason to let them draw extra cards there. Outside of, obviously, Burn. And Galvanic Blast is one of the few. There's Ghost Fireblade. That might be actually it that can hit face. That they could have in their deck. Because, like, Tribal Flames could obviously do it too, but that's... It's going to hit me for 2 currently on that board. All right. I'm glad I took Night's Whisper over Duress, I believe is what it was, since we already had the Inquisition and Thoughtseize. Notably, Andreas Peterson has played my cube before in the High Rollers, and he's signed a Night's Whisper for me for my wall, so that's kind of cool. Very nice of Andreas Peterson. If you're watching, I appreciate you. Okay, I mean we have another turn 1 Tamiyo, and we even have a Mox Emerald, so I mean we're not gonna mulligan this at all. Excuse me, my apologies. Okay, they do have the Lightning Helix, that's fine. Oh, we have Tishana's up now. That's cool. We have Tishana's into Fallen Shinobi even, potentially. I am going to hold the Thieving Skydiver, And I will likely just play the Tishanas even if they don't do anything. Let's just play this. That might be a mistake since they blew up the the Emerald, but I'm going to go ahead and play the Sylvan Safekeeper now. Hopefully we top deck a land. I would love to hit them with Fallen Shinobi. A Braid into Guide of Souls was kind of a brutal line for us. If we don't hit this land, it's going to be very sad. Hopefully they go just play a Skull Clamp. I think I'll happily Skull Clamp the Sylvan Safekeeper at this point. We will also happily take one. That is fine. No blocks. That is equally fine. That is so fine, it's not even funny. Oh, and now we get to steal a Swift Spear? Or not Swift Spear, a Shadow Spear? Okay. I'm glad we didn't just play this out. And it gets to auto-equip it? That's funny. And we have Snuff Out up, because Snuff Out is a broken magic card, and that's why I love this card. I had a Mercadian Mat. Oh, that's annoying. Well, at least we get to attack with the Fallen Shinobi. But I had a Mercadian Mask foil in my cube before I sold it, unfortunately. That was a very beautiful cube. Yep, let's attack in the air. Ooh, okay. Yep, that's our land to hit the Fallen Shinobi, which unfortunately means that we're not going to have the Shadow Spear thing go on, but I mean, we're not going to not do it, right? Two big things. Okay, well, there's a voice. Can't play this because we already played a land, just making sure. Notably, we can steal something again with the Thieving Skydiver. And they might have to just leave back the Borogoyf. I mean, we have Trample. You know, I'm going to leave up the Mystic Confluence at this point. We're okay with Guide of Souls blocking. Okay, yeah, I was going to say. Because we drew the land there, specifically a blue source, I think it's better to leave it the Mystic Confluence. I don't think that Goyf attack was great. All right, well, we are 3-1. It is nice to finally be able to play these, like, slower blue control-ish decks compared to what we have been drafting. It is kind of like my wheelhouse. I mean, this hand functions. So, sure. That is one thing that's different about these last couple of leagues is that playing these types of decks, you don't really want to mulligan hands like this because you just don't have like an I win the button. Win the game, I win the button. I win the game buttons. Let's play the Bauble. Let's play the Emerald. Let's play the Sanctum. It is nice knowing like that Bowmasters isn't in this format. Sure. Okay, shows us an island. Fallen Shinobi, okay. Let's just say go. I'm not going to Phantasmal Image a Guide of Souls in hopes that they don't block and whatnot. Let's just hope they play a better... Okay, a Johnny I do like. Yeah, I can copy their Ajani and then dismember their Ajani. They could have a Spell Pierce. That would be really annoying.
Fight beside me, brother.
Let's see what they do. They have a lot of islands in play for this base white deck. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Maybe they'll attack out and then I can hit them with the Fallen Shinobi. Oh, they're not attacking out. I guess they wouldn't attack. Oh, yeah, never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. Why would they attack out? That's dumb. I am going to end of turn dismember this Ajani. Oh, Quantum Riddler. Okay. And I'm not going to play around the days. Glad I didn't. And then they're not incentivized to block with the block against the token now, which is nice. So this is very likely a Fallen Shinobi that will hit. All right, two big things. Let's do a time walk. Okay, or not. I mean, I will block. Okay, I was gonna say there's some plans. I was like, that's a lot, awful lot of islands for how many white cards they've been playing. I will block the one that they don't protect. I just need to save my life total, and this could be a Wrath of God effect. So I have my own Quantum Riddler I can cast, but I think I should save the damage in case this is a Wrath of God effect. I kind of hope it is a Wrath of God effect, honestly. March. Okay. Well, at least it cost them a card. Oh, a Staff of the Storyteller too. That's even a great card. Let's see what we draw off the Riddler. They had a Mana Leak. Okay. I was probably supposed to take the Mana Leak there, but whatever. We have 3 green. We have a bunch of black. We don't really need anything. We have a bunch of islands in play. Whatever. Let's just take Swamp. Why not? I said islands in play. I meant in hand. So yeah, unless they tap out a Mana Leak mana, I have to not play Riddler now. Library. That's funny. I'll play the library. Maybe they do a draw 7. Next turn I can play the Riddler, which is nice. Hopefully they don't have a play here. It looks like they do. Oh, Containment Priest. That's kind of annoying. All right, well, looks like they're gonna get their Brazen Borrower back. Then they get the Bounce our Quantum, and then we die. That doesn't seem fantastic. Maybe we'll pay for it. Do you have a daze? No? Okay. Well, I'm glad we got that Mana Leak out of the way. Do they draw a land? Nope, they drew a removal spell. That's so brutal. Obviously, we're going to take action. Unfortunately, we don't have white mana in place, so like a Trax off the top's not fantastic. We do have to block. Well, luckily we have Inquisition of Kozilek. Oh, Booster Tutor. Let's Inquisition first. I don't know if it's going to matter too much, but let's do that. They could bounce our Mox. Oh, they're just going to cast it. Okay. That makes sense. That does make sense. Oh, wow. That's nice. Okay. Let's Booster Tutor now. That's not a bad one to hit. Well, it gets us out of this. We don't have white mana. I already said that. Okay, there's a Persist. But are things exiled? There's a Nova Hellkite. That doesn't do much. We can't even cast it. What does Persist do? Deep Cavern Bat to stay alive? Oh, Phantasmal Image to also stay alive? Yeah, just to be clear, we don't have white mana. No, Deep Cavern Bat just dies. We can 1-2, we block there. That doesn't even do anything. Up the Beanstalk, why not? Alright, let's find Time Walk. We have 4 cards to do it. Did it in 1. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's a good draw. Dang, we still don't have the blue or the white. Return, draw a card. So I get to draw 2 cards. Maybe I should have just returned everything, but this is probably fine. Tamio gets the flip. I do need to be careful. I'm at 12 cards left. Okay. Well, the good news is that if we get to a resolve in Atraxa, we have Shroud for days. They should prioritize the Okay, sure. I was gonna say they should prioritize the flyer. Oh, please bounce the Tameo. That would be great. I think they're just reading it, but I would love it if they bounced the Tameo. Okay. Do they think that they can bounce it with... Unfortunately, this means they won't attack with the Containment Priest now, but whatever. I don't want them to Guide of Souls, because they probably did this just to jump. Really wish we had an untapped white source. Okay, we do have Time Walk, which is not... Oh, we have Mystic Confluence. It's even better. What am I thinking? Clearly I'm not. Mystic Confluence is just the better card here. Resolve? I'm just going to bounce it. I am going to upkeep bounce. I don't, yeah, I'm going to upkeep bounce. Or you know what? No, I can just upkeep Snuff Out. Yeah. Kill this, and that forces them to have something else. And I can still cast Mystic Confluence. Imagine if I misclicked there and paid alternative costs. Yep, that's going to be a counter bounce bounce. Which is basically a time walk. Yeah, good game. Good game. I like the way we played that. There's probably a better line there, I'm sure, but I like that, how we did that. I'm glad we had just enough mana to do the Snuff Out line as well, which I think was the safest. All right, 4-1. I mean, this is Night's Whisper into stuff with Force and Negation, so yep, let's do it. Darkslick Shores go. Don't have Wasteland. I probably should have led with Forest. I think playing Darkslick Shores was a mistake there, just in case. Okay, not hitting an untapped land there is kind of brutal. Oh, Corey Steelcutter, we will 1000% counter. Yes, I'm aware I have the Thieving Skydiver, but Okay, I'm thinking. Sorry. You know what? No, I'm just gonna do. I'm not gonna have very many targets for force negation, so let's just do this. Maybe they have a skull clamp we can thieving skydiver with. Let's just wait. We probably have to get swamp with this Fable. Hellrider. Okay. This is gonna hit us for 4 anyways, so we should probably just kill it. I guess I do have the Dismember, but the Dismember we can always hardcast now. I'm going to take 4 anyways. I might as well just get it off the board. Oh, Booster Tutor. Let's play this. If that was their best play last turn, then maybe they don't have a better one this turn. Oh, a Comet. That is strong. Comet is very strong. That's unfortunate. Please don't roll a 6. Okay, 4. They get to kill my Sentinel. Yep. Wow. Okay. Opponent's doing some strong stuff. Let's see what Booster Tutor gets us, I think. Which sadly may just need to be a land. Oh, does this kill Planeswalkers? No. Oh, a Mox Jet? I can get behind a Mox Jet. I think this is going to be a loss kind of regardless, but let's see. I'm just going to do it. I know it's not great, but I would like to draw land here and play land. Fantastic. And now we even have an untap land for... Actually, you know what? I was going to say, we have the untap land for the Tamiyo, but I think I'm just going to Shadowy back straight. Do we have double blue, right? No, we don't. Alright, well, that means we have to bin it. That's unfortunate. Funny, if I would have gotten the breeding pool, that would have been our top card. Two, that's going to be some tokens. I'm not liking our chances here. We don't even have double blue to, like, go Tamiyo into Time Walk. Yeah, Comet is just so strong. Comet is very strong. I wish Comet was on the actual client. I would love to put this in my Arena Cube. Alright, well that probably means we're just dead. Oh. Okay, they just want to do 2 more damage. And they can pump. Yep. 6 damage. We go to 7. We probably don't make it through the next turn cycle, but let's see. Oh wow, breeding pool. See, if we go to 5, we can... 1. Yeah, this makes it to where artifacts and creatures your opponents control. Okay, coming to play tapped. Let's pay full price for this, I think. Kill this. Then we just play a couple creatures and go from there. Hope for the best. Just play the Thieving Skydiver that I really wish I pitched now. That comment would have been much nicer to Force of Negation. Turns out being patient on the Thieving Skydiver might have been the line. If nothing else, just to counter this comet. We're We're basically dead, but our best out is that they don't have burn, which they do. Okay, good game. It is what it is. I think the only difference, though, is like I don't counter the Corey Steel Cutter there. But when they untapped and played Hellrider, like I was feeling pretty good. I don't know if they like double spelled much at all. Also, the Corey Steel Cutter would have equipped to the theme of Skydiver. So yeah, I don't know obviously, but my patience for just force negationing the Corey Steel Cutter might have what's lost me. We might have lost either way, but obviously hindsight, we know we lost there, so it's like what if. But either way, moving on now. Oh, we have library on the play. Yes. I think that's worth keeping this not fantastic hand, but we do have a Titania eventually. Let's just go library. Let's see what we draw. I would not mind drawing a swamp. We did not draw a swamp. A Magda. Okay, that would have been a good reason to draw a swamp. Oh, cannot do that. I guess we play the Mox out now, because we don't want to play our land yet. I would like to leave Ouch the drawing a swamp. Okay. Yeah, I really want a swamp. Oh, we can even get Underground Sea? That's great. And honestly, next turn I may just play Titania. They have double blue. They do not have double blue in play. They do not currently have double blue at all. So with that said, I think we just take the sleight of hand. Oh, they have the Magda. I'm an idiot. That's fine, though. If they leave up mana drain, yeah, I should have checked the board. That's just a rookie mistake. Okay, and we're not going to get punished for it, it doesn't look like. I do think we want to play the Titania. I mean, that's just a lot of damage. But I could also just leave up the Tishanas. And if they counter the Tishanas, that's fine. Yeah, let's do this. Eventually we'll get to this Atraxa, and surely they'll counter something by then, right? Famous last words. Enters tapped. Pass. This they may mana drain, and that's fine. Because that means they'll have their mana drain mana in their second main phase. Unless they want to give up their Magda. And their treasure. Yeah, I like this a lot better, because this goes... So next turn we go 5 mana. After we draw a card. 6 mana. Yeah, and then we can play Atraxa. Okay, they chose not to. That's probably smart. They can obviously Bone Crusher, but then they don't hold up Mana Drain. Now they have to have untapped blue source, or they can't Mana Drain, and I like that. It is for 5. We are getting low on life. Okay, yeah. Booster Tutor is a nice one. We're at a theoretical 5 currently. Next turn we have Dismember. I'm obviously not going to be casting Atraxa into a Mana Drain. Glad that this only hits for 2. I'm glad that they've already used their Bone Crusher. So it's just the power of library. We get to just kind of do it all. Our opponent's running out of gas quickly. We have one unknown. We get to crack back with 10 potentially. Okay. And I'm going to get the Shadowy Backstreet. We are at a theoretical 4. Get rid of that trash. I would love for them to trade. Ooh, okay. I was going to say, I would love for them to trade Spell Bomb for the 5/3. I would much prefer that. Okay, awesome. And now I probably just slam a track. So here, honestly. Oh, I have it. Okay. Well, maybe now I just kill Nadu. I'm going to have to discard the hand size anyway, so playing this library now doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I do think I want to Booster Tutor first. Whatever. Oh, I can't Booster Tutor first. Okay, that's fine. Hit the Time Walk. That's cool. That's all I get, unfortunately. It's kind of funny how that worked out, actually. Yeah, let's just attack. Yeah, I'm okay with this trade. Rug doesn't have a whole lot of weight. Like, they don't have, like, Sunfall and whatnot. And I do have a Force of Negation that they do not know about. Okay. We get to attack. They know about the Time Walk. We get the counter back. They get a Subtlety. Okay. And now we have a Sylvan Safekeeper. Let's Booster Tutor. And then we get to drop to 7 with Treasure Cruise. Let's attack. $12 cards left in deck. Sure, why not? Alright, I have a Mystic Confluence. What do you have? See if I get to see their third card or not. Nope. Nine cards left in deck. Let's attack. See what they do. Counter unless you pay infinite. I mean, I had the time walk too, so. Alright. Good game. Okay, we are up to 5-2. Well, we might be getting another draw, unfortunately. All right. Well, we have a turn 1 Thoughtseize. We can't Baleful Strix early. We could also just go turn 2 Thoughtseize after Fabling, but that doesn't seem great either. We're also on the draw. I like this. I mean, one land just kind of really sets this off, preferably blue or black. I am going to fire off the Thoughtseize. There's a chance that we still... Okay. Knowing about the Fallen Shinobi helps a lot. Let's just take their early play. Okay, that's green. That's so bad. Alright, well, let's just play the Shattered Backstreet. Snuff Out does kill their creatures. Sure, I'll keep a Snuff Out. Yep. Hopefully they don't have an animate spell. That would be kind of annoying. If they do, hopefully they don't animate... Oh, okay, I was going to say hopefully they don't animate the Fallen Shinobi. Because I can't snuff out the Fallen Shinobi. Okay, that was nice. Let's just play the Strix and see what happens, I think. I guess holding up the Tishanas actually might be best. Yeah, let's hold up the Tishanas. I am glad that we got our white source out early. Sure. They play land here. I'm just going to Tishanas. Also turns off the Cobra. See if they want to block. Okay, yep, that's fine with me. Let's crack this fetch first. I don't think I want a green source. Actually, you know what? Because of Titania being a top deck, I do want to draw a green source. It just means that I can't, because I did it this way, I can't Phantasmal Image, which might be fine, because maybe they get a Primeval Titan out, and I can copy and... Okay, I mean, that... Sure, I guess I'm glad I did it the way I did now. Oh, and even a Sylvan Safekeeper. Ancient Tomb, Primeval Titan. Okay. Well, that's annoying, but I'm not gonna snuff that out. I think getting a Primeval Titan down for my Atraxa is the best way to go about this. See what their last card is. Besides the Primeval Titan, obviously. Okay, well. And they have a Wasteland. That's kind of brutal, but oh well. Obviously, I'm not going to attack. I really want them to play Primeval Titan here. Oh, they have a Daze. That's good to know about. Okay. I think they're trying to see if they can get coarser value. Okay, yep. Notably, that doesn't come into play untapped now, so they will play the Wasteland to play their Primeval Titan, and that is fine, because we are going to go Phantasmal Image Snuff out. And thanks to Primeval Titan, Time Walk is in their deck. Okay, well, I'm glad that... I mean, they get to go this into Time Walk, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I'm glad that, thanks to the Primeval Titan, the Wasteland won't hurt us too much. Okay, we get a Bauble. We already know what that's going to do, but let's cast it anyways. Let's cast Phantasmal Image. Copy. Take action. Sure, Breeding Pool Library, why not? Enters tapped. You do not want to pay life for that, that's for fact. And then we're just going to snuff this out now. I don't really see a point in waiting. And I do need to be careful. Oh, I missed an attack. That was 1 damage, that might matter. I do need to be careful. I didn't mean to click through that. About not targeting Primeval Titan with Sylvan Safekeeper. Oh, they're not going to Time Walk? Okay. It's going to make a massive dude. Okay. I mean, I'm glad we have an Atraxa. Making massive dude and then Time Walking next turn is going to be kind of annoying, but hopefully we can Atraxa into, like, blue creature, Force of Negation, Time Walk, something. Yep. There's kind of no point to not Wasteland me. Please don't hit the white source. Oh, thank God. Just gonna snub them. Might as well. They don't get to Wasteland us. I guess I miscounted. I thought we'd had to have one more, but that's fine. Okay, we did not hit the Force of Negation. Which is kind of annoying. I think that's how we want to do it. I could see the Riddler thingy as well, but all right. Well, this is going to be a problem. We really need this booster tutor to hit. Yep. They get to play another land at the top of their deck. Wait, where? Oh, yeah, they only get to play 1 land. Sorry, that came out the top. Sorry, I was thinking of Oracle of Moldiah. Okay, that's another land on top of their deck. That's good. Nissa, okay. Yep. Yeah, Time Walk is just going to be so brutal here. I may just have to throw away the Sylvan Safekeeper, but our best out may also just be um, the 5/3s, so... But we'll see. Luckily, this will trade, and then we can trade Primeval Titan, maybe. Unfortunately, I just get to make a 10/10 now. We really need this booster tutor to hit. That is an understatement. I might have been better off to block the 8 or to take 8. Now that I've thought about it a little bit more. Oh wow, Mind Twist next turn is gonna be massive. Because now I can block the 9/9. That's probably better. Or not block at all. Or I guess I'd block the Primeval Titan. Yeah, I think I messed up that block. I should have thought about it a little bit more. Let's just take. Yeah, I think I messed that up. Alright, well, let's start things off with Booster Tutor. Yogwill? Pest Infestation. That buys us a lot of time. If we had a way to discard this Echo, I'd be interested in it. Is it Yawgmoth's Will? We can Booster Tutor back. We can kill that, but then we're gonna get Mind Twisted, so I think we have to kind of go for it. Let's take the Yogwill. Let's play Island. Let's play Tameo. Play Treasure Cruise. Come on, Time Walk. I really need a Time Walk here. That's not a Time Walk. That is abysmal. Yeah, I really needed a Time Walk there. Booster Tutor. We don't have the white. Otherwise, Parallax Wave would probably be a win. We're gonna lose our thing. I think because we're just gonna have to discard our hand. That's too bad. Hitting a Time Walk there would have been really nice, because then we could have fallen Shinobi'd maybe. They're gonna Mind Twist our hand. Luckily, we can get back Treasure Cruise now. Don't know what that's gonna do for us. Oh, that's A-okay. Please just attack there. Do I block? I don't. Yeah. I guess it didn't matter where they attacked because I do need the treasure cruise, so I guess that is smart. All right, let's make a 5/3. Let's make a bunch of 5/3s. That is not a bunch of 5/3s. Let's make a bunch of 5/3s. There's only 11 cards left in my deck. All right, I think we got there. Yeah, I really think we got there because now Wasteland doesn't do anything. They can put a land into play and mill the Uro and then cast back the. Oh, no, they don't have double blue, so they have to have a fetchable blue source. But this should be enough toughness to survive the trample damage, I would imagine. We're about to find out. Imagine if we found Titania into Time Walk. I'm not crazy, right? We didn't cast Time Walk already this game. Okay, they were able to do the Uro. Excuse me. How many forests do they control? Okay, that's a lot. Let's do the math and figure it out. They said math is for blockers. This is going to be an annoying click through. Hopefully we can do it somewhat fast. Glad that Fatal Push came off that booster tutor, I guess, although it could have been better, but having one less massive creature in play is nice. Alright, I can take 10 of this. So, 3 blocks here, that's 9, that's 6. Three blocks there, that's 9, that's 10, so I gotta block one more. That's actually really annoying. Four. That's 6. I do have to block again. That's so abysmal. Yeah, that is so abysmal. I think we lose. I don't know. I'm just going to hope I did it wrong because we're not going to win otherwise. Or did it right. I don't know. I think we lose, though. I think I messed this up. Yeah. I needed to block with everything just to stay alive. And then I'm dead anyways. Yeah, that was abysmal. Oh well. We did our best. Yeah, that trample, that was gross. All right, well, we went 5-3. That's not bad. Let's take a look at this deck. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, I can't take a look at the deck anymore. I guess you won't be able to look at the deck. My apologies. Well, I hope you guys had a fun time. I know I did. And too bad we didn't find that time walk to go with that Titania, eh? Well, have a good night, and I'll catch you in the next draft. Good night.